Good evening.
The agenda of the regular board meeting, President Board of Trustees, Burnham, Cook County, Illinois, today is January 23rd, 2024. At this time, we will ask the clerk to call.
Trustee Cap?
Here.
Trustee Hodges? Trustee Garcia? Here. Trustee CLERK'S?
Here.
And Mayor Polk.
Yes, and I voted in the affirmative. Okay, so we have one present, so could we stand for the pledge of allegiance? Would you lead us, trustee Pickens?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Are there any approval or corrections of the minutes of the regular board meeting that was held on January the 9th, 2024? Are there any corrections to be made? We can note them at this time.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the January 9th meeting.
Okay, so there were no minutes to correct, so we need a second on that motion to approve the minutes. Second by trustee Garcia. The motion made by trustee Cap and the second by trustee Garcia. Will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee CLERK'S?
Yes.
Mayor Polk.
Yes. Okay, so before we open the meeting to the public, if you have anything to state to the board, if you would just stand up and give us your name and your reason for addressing the board. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes, please. I'll ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
We'll make a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Motion on the floor by trustee Claybrook. Can we have a second?
I'll second.
A second by trustee Campbell. Clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Yes. Trustee CLERK'S?
Yes.
Mayor Polk.
Yes. Okay, so the meeting is now open to the public for public comment.
Hi, this is, my name is John Hyduk, and I'd like to say, for all those watching on YouTube at home or wherever, garbage is going to go up 10% on February 1st to $22 and change for the month, and $1 every month, every year after that. What really bothers me is I was looking at this stuff, and Mr. Polk, when you took office, it was $4 a month. That's how really sad this village has come to. $4 a month, and now that's a 450% increase. And there's nothing we can do about it now because you're never gonna go back to Burnham doing our own. Second point is, you say if you see something, say something. Well, God, have I tried that the past 2+ years? I've tried to do that. Mr. Polk, you and every elected official that would be here, I haven't gotten a return phone call or return text from anybody up here. So from people taking pictures at 3:40 a.m. of the houses around Burnham, to the speed bumps starting to get beat up by Public Works when they shovel. I've been doing a lot of walking in Burnham. Green Bays are getting beat up a bit. I can't talk about a lot of the other ones, but they don't pick the blade up. I'm wondering why the speed bumps weren't picked up for the winter. That's a story for another day. But to the sidewalks being repaired, you guys seem like you just don't care. Because I can tell you firsthand, for the last couple of years, since you guys, I tried to call you, you guys don't pick up calls, don't return. Well, I can tell you that you guys have taken up the concrete. They taken up the concrete, framed it out, and the framing has been sitting there for 2 weeks. And you're darn well lucky that nobody's tripped on it, or at nighttime you can't see it. I walked during the middle of the night too. I still walked. I said, you know what? I really don't care anymore either, because based on the fact that I don't hear back from you guys, what I've decided to do is take a page out of Jeanette Lipinski's book. She lives a couple houses down from me. What I plan on doing is, Jeanette Lipinski, from what I understand and watching her, you fear her. Because she's had them little picket fences up in front of her house. I've almost tripped on it a couple of times. What I could tell you is, instead of calling you guys from here on in, I'm gonna be calling the medic if I need them, and I'm gonna be calling the attorney. You'll be hearing from them. Perhaps you won't be hearing from me, but from the attorney. Okay. Last point I wanna make, it's really quick, concerning, I tried to contact you, Clerk Chavez. I've tried to contact you last 2 or 3 months. And you know as well as I do what I'm saying to you here. There's 10 ordinances that were passed by this board in 2023. Now, one of them is posted on the website. I'm thinking either you're too lazy or you just don't want people to know about nothing's going on in Burnham. If it's not one of them two things, what is it? And when can we expect to see them on the board, on the website?
Okay, well, thank you for your comment. Yeah, I'll ask for a motion to close, well, first of all, any other comment? I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
I have a motion on the floor by trustee Claybrook to close the meeting to the public, so we have a second.
Second.
Second by trustee Cap, clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Yes. Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Mayor Polk?
Yes, motion passed. Meeting is now closed to the public. Open session. As far as the garbage rate goes, that was over 20 years ago. And I think for the amount of garbage that is picked up weekly per household, I think that rate is very economical. But if you really look at that, it's probably $6 per week or maybe a little less. And if you look at some of the garbage that's put out, sometimes we have like 180 tons of garbage that's in the alley that's being picked up for $5 or $6 per week. And I don't think anybody on God's earth.
I agree with you 100%, but one of the problems that we had, no, I'm actually defending you. But I'm saying, could you possibly go and make people pay for dumpsters more often? I know you thought about that, I'm just asking.
Yeah, and then,
That would alleviate that.
and then as far as, people taking pictures, I don't know anything about that.
That's why I didn't call, because you guys don't call back.
Okay, and,
Mr. Polk, 3:40 in the morning, some punk is walking around taking pictures of houses by me. I didn't get it, people have sent me video, but what are we supposed to do?
and call the police. And that's suspicious activity.
It's not my pictures. People tell me that, I said, you know what? These people don't call me back. I says, from now on, I says, I'm just, when I sue, I'm looking forward to suing Burnham, get some easy money from you.
I mean, the people who sees that, it is their responsibility, to pick the phone up and call the police. I mean, that's suspicious activity.
I told them they're gonna, I said, see if they pick up for you. Nobody wants to call.
Have them to call the police, call in the office.
By the time they call them, they're gone. We have no idea. Something's gonna happen. You're hearing me
Call
now.
the police.
You're hearing me right now. Something's gonna happen. I don't even know what it is. But there's a reason why they were taking pictures. They didn't take a picture of my house.
Call the police, that's the police job to follow those kind of calls up. And like we said, if you see something, say something. Everyone has a responsibility for trying to keep the community safe.
I wish you guys would do yours and contact me back. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And the framing that you talked about, I don't know where that is. If you give us that out.
Several of you guys had to see it. You go by there every day. I've talked to Trustee Claybrook. What did he tell me? I blocked your calls. What am I supposed to
That was
do?
after the concrete was put in, it took
Yeah.
them a while to get.
No.
the forms.
If you give it to
Well,
trustee-
the concrete was pulled out and they framed it. They left it framed for 2 weeks.
If you give it but there's no framing there now, to my understanding.
No, I'm talking, well, I haven't felt like coming to a meeting until
Okay.
now.
If there's any framing of any place you know, then we apologize for the oversight.
Apology doesn't do it. I've known about this for 2 or 3 years now. Mr. Shea's the only one that put flags and horses up.
Let trustee Cap know, somebody on the board, and we'll have it taken care of.
You guys don't pick up calls or return
The
calls.
picket fence,
Mr. Polk, I know you give direction to your people. Could you have them pick up or return calls now? Can you tell them tonight?
the picket fence.
So you won't even do that?
The picket fence.
I come here to talk to you, sir.
The picket fence on Green Bay, we have instructed Ms. Lipinski to, remove the fence. That is public property, it belongs to the village, it does not belong to her. If it's on the other side of the sidewalk, then it belongs to the.
You know where it is.
Yeah.
You're afraid of her. You're afraid of lawsuit. That's where I got the lawsuit idea from.
No.
If I trip on that, I guarantee you I'm filing.
Okay, so.
I don't want to. I never thought about this. I never thought this way until I met you.
Well, there are a lot of freeloaders around that want something for nothing, so.
Is that what it is?
And as far as the ordinance goes, then we will have to check that. I don't exactly remember.
So will you take a look at Lipinski's picket fences then? Somebody's gonna fall on them.
Of course,
All right,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, so, then that's all we have, public comment. So in the mayor's report, we do have some projects, pending for this year. I think we'll be quite busy, through the year, but, we are not, prepared to, well, we are prepared, but we're not gonna, get into the particulars of what those are tonight. But they will be, in, Old Burnham, and, in particular, and some of them will be in other areas, so we'll get to them in a month or two, so you'll see what those.
Do you have any
are.
plans for the wire factory once it's moved?
At the appropriate time, then we will discuss that.
So you won't tell us that either?
At the appropriate time. Okay, so that's all I have for the matter report for the clerk. Do you have anything to say?
I have nothing there, except, I will look into the website about the ordinances for 2023.
Okay, so the clerk will check the,
Thank you for letting me know.
and Trustee
didn't
Greer's
know?
not here, she's had, a knee replacement, so she's still out, so does anybody have anything on public safety, health, and welfare? Okay. Public Works and Building, Trustee Claybrook?
Good evening. We have a few things, we was talking earlier about the lights on Burnham Avenue.
That 143rd in Burnham, the one on the corner's been blinking since, like, just,
It's been a while, a week or so.
maybe not a whole week, but yeah.
And the other one on the other end is dim, right?
On the other corner, it's kind of dim, you're right.
Why do we have so many problems with those?
They only lasted about 6 years, I think, right?
It's been that long?
And we'll look into that.
Yeah, the one on the other corner by the traffic light's dim, it'll be the next one to go.
Yeah, and all of the equipment and our trucks are up and running, service. And, today we was out salting, it was very slippery, this morning. So I just want everybody to be safe, take your time, to and from work or running errands, and, just be safe out there. So,
Is there since, you're from public works, is there any way that you can go and take the fencing that he's talking of? From internal Bitsky?
no, that's her, she put that down there.
Right, but she put it on
On the
public.
parkway, yeah.
Well, we'll give us some adequate time to move it, but at some point, then we may have to move it, and put it back in our yard.
It's been 6, 7, 8 years now.
I have a question. I noticed one of the white pickup trucks doesn't have a plow, one of the big ones. Why doesn't it have a plow? The 350. It's a F-350, white one?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it has, it probably wasn't on there, but it
Oh.
has a plow.
One day last week, it was driving around without a plow. I go, if I had a truck like that, it'd have to have a plow.
Yeah, it has.
Oh, it goes on and off?
Yeah.
So maybe they weren't plowing snow that day, so.
No, I thought you'd just leave them on. No, what do I know?
That's all,
Anything
yeah,
else?
that's all I have.
Hey, Brooke, thank you for your report and that information, ordinance resolution, and planning, Trustee Garcia.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve ordinance number 2023-0-007, sale of 14532 South Torrance Avenue, 4 vacant parcels, 29-01-417-021-000, and 29-417-022-0000, and then 29-01-417-023-0000, and the last one is 29-01-417-024-0000. An ordinance authorizing the transfer of property commonly known as 14532 South Torrance Avenue.
Okay, these are some pins that we had acquired a few years ago through the process of, for economic development purposes. And, sure that many of you remember that the old furniture store, the U-Haul place that was there on Torrance. So it took us about 10 years to get any type of development there. So now we have a grocery store there as well as a piece of power on the north side of the building. It's been a great plus for the village, and so we are glad and thank you for the support and of the community and the board that we've been able to do that. So proceed, Trustee Garcia.
discussion of consideration and taking action to approve ordinance number 2023-0-007, sale of 14532 South Torrance Avenue, 4 vacant parcels, 29-01-417-021 through -024, an ordinance authorizing the transfer of property commonly known as 14532 South Torrance Avenue.
Trustee Garcia is making a motion to approve the pen, could we have a
I'll
second?
second it.
And before the clerk takes the roll, so there's one more pen that is 25. 25 is on the north side of the old mechanic shop, so in the future, you know, whoever decides to come in and acquire that business, they'll have some extra room to maneuver, so that's why we left that lot vacant, so that'll give them some expansion of whatever it is that they might want to do on the north side of the business.
That company cleaned out, huh? Did they move out, that automotive place? Cause they had nothing in there. Like, all the cars are gone.
Now, which one you mean? That?
The old Burnham Auto.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, he said he was gonna move it in and out.
He moved out because everything is gone.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
noticed that, last week or something.
Okay, so trustee Garcia made the motion, because we have a second.
I second it.
Yeah, second by trustee Cap, okay, but the clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes,
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Mayor Cole?
Yes. All right, motion passed, finance, that's it, trustee Garcia.
Yes.
Finance, trustee.
good evening, everyone, and
Good
I have
evening.
nothing today.
For the death in the family, Department of Recreation.
Have you guys noticed how cold the water is at your house since we've had the cold weather? Ours is so cold you can't even drink it,
I mean, you can turn the refrigerator off, you can
right?
save money.
Did you notice that?
And the
by you?
water main breaks, huh?
No, it's just that it's so cold outside that the,
My pipes froze.
oh, yours did?
Yeah.
My water out of the tap is so cold, you have to like let it warm up a little bit before you drink it. But I'm sure it's all because it's zero, but I was gonna complain to the mayor that my water is too cold, but I forgot.
I'm trying to save money, that way you can turn the refrigerator off, and see what the electricity.
You don't need as many ice cubes.
Then a presentation, a petition, any communication, memorial, and responsibility. We have one.
Yes, a close friend of mine I worked with, for over 20 years, same shift. He was my union steward, good guy. He passed away of a massive heart attack at the age of 53. And, he was a good guy. I just want to give a moment of silence.
What's his name?
Danny Byer, Daniel Byer.
And also Ms. Colvin passed away at 144 and Hoxie as well. So we could ask moments of silence for them. Okay, thank you. Do we have any unfinished business? Do we have any new business?
I got an item.
Okay.
I wanna thank John, Heidi, and Leo Uribe, because they shoveled snow for Mrs. Lipinski. And like when we had that real heavy snow, I think you guys were out there, she sent a real nice thank you letter to Leo and a Bears knit cap, nice hat she gave Leo for helping, and it was at the door when I was leaving, so I picked it up and, you know, I.
Truth be told, I didn't help. I was afraid to get on the
Well,
sidewalk.
you were, you didn't get a thank you letter then, or?
I didn't get nothing.
Oh, Leo got a nice thank you letter with a nice
Okay,
bear.
well, I'm gonna thank you anyway.
Oh, I thought you were with them, I'm sorry.
I just kept him company.
Oh,
I was, matter of fact, that day I was telling him about people taking pictures of the houses.
Yeah, but it was nice that she wrote a thank you letter to Leo,
Yeah.
and it was in the door.
You'll be hearing from her soon, I'm sure.
And Officer Cooper, you speak to him about that situation where the people taking pictures and that sort of thing, so, okay. And
Snowing can be the only thing
we
removed
don't
from
have
that
anything else on the new business. I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
There's a motion before by trustee Garcia, but we have a second.
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Cap, the clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Mayor Cole?
Yeah, meeting adjourned, thank you for coming.
When was that, Christmas Eve?